Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
All right, buddy.
We are back to talk The Bachelorette. This is season 20, episode 7. This is Fantasy Suite Week. This week, Brian, I'm sorry to report, I think it's continuing the downward trend of the season. We are just now falling into tropes. We are falling into the no-nos, in our opinion, of a lot of the Bachelor franchise. Things like the motorized sports on the dates, which are stupid, and we saw that work out. Things like saying "I love you" to multiple people before, because it's just going to set up yourself for failure. Letting people come back, and we have to see how it goes. But just even the trope of letting someone you got rid of a week ago be entertaining. Just a whole lot of stuff. And again, no rose ceremony this week, but we did have an elimination, Brian. So I guess it's probably the best topic to start off with. We are now down to our final two, maybe two
Two and a half.
parentheses, three question
A
mark,
two-sided coin.
two, yeah, and a half melted face. Uh, Xavier. Xavier is eliminated by Charity during their one-on-one dinner. Xavier had the best intentions, I guess. He wanted to be fully honest with Charity, that knowing that infidelity is one of the things that was a no-no for her. He did want to admit that with his last girlfriend, he did cheat. This devolves into a horrible conversation from both sides that leads to his dismissal. We'll get to hear more from him in the Men Tell All next week. So, Bry, I want to get your reaction to Xavier, the episode as a whole.
Well, I think you kind of said everything. It was kind of the show when it gets to this, the less people, I think the less interesting it actually is. And I mean, I think they wanted this to be really interesting, but I didn't find it interesting at all. I didn't find any of that conversation interesting. Like, I understand what he was trying to say. Like, he just kind of said it in a bad way, and it sounded like he didn't plan on it going that way. He was trying to be honest. And I'll tell you what, I'm really sick of, man. I'm so sick of this show, especially. I need a moment. I need to walk away, and
Oh my God.
they like, I need to process what you told me. It's like, no, handle it. Say what you want to say in the spot. Say something that might be a little not okay, and it might be better TV. Instead of you going away, you can digest what you said, and then you come back and be like, well, thank you.
Don't be
Tell me more
measured.
about
Just be
it.
like, I think you're a piece of shit,
Yeah, say
and
that.
and I'm done with you, and you're a dog, and I would never do it, and I could never live with myself being with someone who I know is cheated. Like, just say it. That's
Yeah,
how you feel.
please.
Say it.
They just come back with some PC bullshit.
Like, just be mad. Just be like, you should have
Yeah.
brought this up way earlier. You're an a-hole. And like, honestly, I don't think he's a bad dude.
No, I don't either.
I don't think he thought he was going to make it this far.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he did either.
He kept being brutally honest about like trepidation. Just kept, it was like our girl from the Juan Pablo season, the musician who literally just kept being like, I hate this. I
Yeah,
hate this.
she's still one of the
This
best
sucks.
detectives ever.
And she just kept getting pushed forward.
Because he's like, man, this girl's so real.
She had a cool, there was like Daphne, or like, it was something cool. I thought like a classical.
We reference this like probably once every like 20
Once
past
every
episodes,
season. Yeah. Like,
and we
hold on.
never.
Shout out Charlene. Always have to pause to make sure we give our proper respect to our girl Charlene. Look, there's not a lot to really talk about in this episode, guys. The Doughton and what the hell's his name?
uh
What's his name? The tennis dude. Tennis guy. Is that Greg? He reminds me of Greg though.
is it Johnny?
Johnny. Is it Johnny?
I don't. It's some generic ass white name. That's how bad.
After our second pausing now of the episode, we are talking about Joey. And look, guys, we promise, like we're watching, but like it is like
That's how bad it
she's
is.
like,
Yeah,
I really have concerns about like what your uncle was thinking. He's like, yeah, it was tough. It's weird having cameras around your house and your home, but like, I'm totally into it. Well, are you sure? So I was really worried about it. And he's like, yeah. And it's like, okay, cool. Let's go to the fantasy
yeah.
suite.
She's like, "Are you sure?" Yeah, I love you.
Yeah. Stop saying I love you to multiple people.
Do you
It
think she
is the
would have said
problem.
"I love you" to Xavier if he this that conversation never happened?
No, no,
You don't think so? I
no.
think she would have, man. I think
I
she
don't
did. Would.
know. There was no way in my head that somehow that he was going to get to that fantasy suite. And he was my pick. He's my preseason pick, and he did
I know,
pretty
dude.
good.
We just literally did a swap because I have Two Face. So it's funny
Yeah,
that
I like. Should he even count? He got eliminated.
he's alive, man.
Yeah, I know. I know. I
He's not
know.
gonna win though. This
He's not
guy.
going to win.
I hope
No,
it's John
it's
Dutton.
probably Dutton. Yeah, it's John Dutton is probably going to win, which is great. All about it, but
This is my land.
never going to hear about them ever again though, because it's just so boring. But
Yeah.
sorry. I mean, we can just tell us, and the amount of people even watching comparatively to our other seasons, like the interest just isn't there. It's
Yeah,
all
and
about it's all
why do
Golden
they always
Bachelor.
I'm sorry, but why do they always like whitewash these like the Xavier date where they like do culture and they make it like why do they do that? Do you know do you think about that when we're watching that?
I think it's just like it's like patronizing almost in a way.
Yeah, well I don't know,
Like
man.
because it's a black guy, you have to do like the tribal like renewal and like I don't know. Why wasn't Joey on that date?
That's probably do you think that island's where they filmed Survivor?
It's really film everything, apparently. For
Jepson,
Love
yeah.
Island
You know
too.
what? I knew this episode was gonna suck because I'm so sick of watching reality TV that's based on Fiji.
Except for
It's
Love Island.
I mean
Well, you're getting mad at the birdie stuff, so you're starting to get mad at
well, I
Fiji.
was talking more about Survivor. Survivor the last few seasons have been terrible.
Oh god, there's just so much going on there. Thanos is going to show up there one day and just gonna
Yeah,
start
he
stealing
needs
the
to he
souls
needs
and
to even the
everything.
odds.
Balance.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah. So look, they've got men tell all, no eliminations next week. Obviously, that might be fun though. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll cover it. Obviously, 2 weeks, I guess. Finale.
Dude, I don't think so.
That's what I said to my wife. I don't. I think they would have said it was the finale.
I thought we talked about this. I think it's 3 weeks.
This is
Maybe even
outrageous. It's outrageous. I'm just sick. It's like if I had kids, they'd be back in back in school. Some of you people, if you are fans watching in the South, your kids are back in school right now already, and you're still watching this damn season.
yeah, man. I just
The
it
only thing going on longer that won't die is Stars on Mars.
oh, I didn't watch that last night. I need to watch that. That's something I didn't watch.
Um, yeah. All right, we're here. We'll be here next week for the Men Tell All. We'll be here for the final couple of weeks. We will be here and more amp back up for the Golden Bachelor, obviously. So make sure you stay subscribed for that. Check out our TikTok as well. We're covering everything from Love and Hip Top to Below Deck and everything in between. So follow us, like, subscribe, merch store in the description below. It's going to start getting chilly soon everywhere, guys. It's going to be hoodie and crew neck weather season. Start getting the stuff while it is there. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you. Peace.